Back again in the shed, continuing with the handlebar conversion on my Hayabusa. Yesterday got to the point where I needed to drill a hole into the handlebars. If you haven't seen previous videos, ABM handlebars in the instructions tell you to drill it for the locating pin for the electrics. So I'm going to do that. And then start, what am I going to start after that? Routing wires and seeing if I need to cut that screen by much. But yes, first of all, drill a hole, which I marked out yesterday. So I'll bring you back when I'm set up. The locating pin on the electric seems to be 3mm, whereas the thickness of the bar is 5.5mm. So I don't know whether I'm going to pull this off, but let's try and do a 3mm drill. Alright, there's a couple of them. Now, how big is the pin? $5mm. Now I'll get a 5.5 and see how we go. Something like that. Alright. Well, that seems to be spot on. Sorted. That's that on there. Now just lean the handlebars back again into position. About there. Grabbing a brake lever that's not there. Right. Now let's get the brake lever on, which is 8mm. Just put that down there till I need it. Now I need it. And it is just that bit of electrics both sides, just touching the screen. Apart from that, excuse the angle. Oh, I've got a little bit on the reservoir. Perhaps I'll tilt that down a bit more. It's going to give me a false reading of fluids, isn't it? Although that, I'll stop touching it. and that's because I've lent the handlebars back. Yeah, gives a bit more leeway on the hand to mirror ratio as well. Again, I'll even all this up because it's pretty much touching at the back there, the handlebar clamp, whereas you've got a big gap this side, so that all needs evening up. That's definitely not touching. Yeah, perhaps that's the place to go. Just got a little bit of tape on the handlebar clamps just to give me an idea of where it's meant to be. Rough idea, within hundredths, thousandths of an inch or millimetre, depending on how metric you want to be about my lying. Right, what's next? Sort the electrics. Got to put the new grip, Oxford grip on this side. That's something I didn't check. Whether the Oxford grip is the same length as that. It should be. They're all pretty much standard lengths, aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah. So this one's got to come off, and then probably have to grind some of this, cut some of that off with the Dremel to allow the new grip to go on. And it's usually the collar up here as well that needs it, but I'll do a test fit. Yeah, straight away that's got to come off. Now I think a lot of this collar here wants cutting off as well, so time for the Dremel. Time for a bigger bench is what it's time for. Hopefully I've left enough power in this. How much we got in that one? Let's put this battery on charge. Right, backup battery being charged. So yeah, it's the it's the lip. I've not linked the camera to my phone today, so the angle you're getting is what you'll have to put up with, and I really hope that it's capturing it. I think because what? Lost my train of thought there. That's amazing. Because yesterday it seemed to be that the Wi-Fi link between the camera and my phone, if I stood between the two, it lost it, and then that switched both the phone and the camera off. So I don't want all that messing about today. Right, I think that's the kiddie. The odd chance just whacking that on there, and if I get it wrong, not being able to take it back off. This is looking like it wants to go over the top. Failing that, is back there. You don't want it impeding your brakes. Well, you might want it impeding your brakes. It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Right, we're going in. Vroom, vroom. Like that. Is that how it goes? Right, I think I've got just so happen to have some Oxford bar ends, which I bought ages ago, and I don't know what I bought them for, but I did. Might have even got them at pre-COVID prices, which would be astonishing. What a bargain that would be. And they don't fit. That's a bum hole, isn't it? Look at that. Don't fit. Do you not have the... They've got the adapters for the bigger bars. It's the nut that's not fitting, I think. No, it's the whole thing. That's a bum hole, isn't it? Therefore, 13mm bushings. Perhaps that's why I didn't use them, because they're the wrong kin size. So I've got to go shopping for some bar ends. File them back over there. Now it's all about getting the electrics sorted, I think. Take that screen out of the way, and I'll bring you back in a minute when I've had my cup of tea and thought about what I'm going to do, which will definitely make a change. Right, getting ahead of myself a little bit there. As you'll probably notice, strip the handlebars off. Haven't tightened this yoke down, and obviously It is obviously. The handlebar clamps get in the way of tightening this nut down. I've got 6mm height, so the forks are through by 6mm both sides. So that's all level. Used my calipers to gauge all that. I don't know why I've gone with 6mm, but oh, sorry, it's 6mm to the top edge of the fork stanchion, not the nut at the top. So just the gold bit is 6mm. Yeah, 6mm. I don't know why. Book reckons from top of the fork, including the silver bit, to the bottom side of the yoke should be 29mm. But something I didn't check was how deep is your love. So the old yoke was already 24mm, and that is 19. So that's about right, isn't it? I'll leave you to do that calculation. Anyway, yes, that's where the yoke's going to go. So I've got to tighten this top stem nut up. 90 Newton meters this is. There we go. So that's done up, and then these little bolts here want doing up, and they are, well, I've got the Bible out. The Bible, always have a Bible. And look at it, I forgot to drink my tea. Oh my god. 23 Newton meters. Yeah, 23 Newton meters for that one. So I'll put this big torque wrench away. Always take the pressure off your torque wrench spring, or else it will lose effectiveness. Or don't, it's up to you. It's your gear. All the gear, no idea, is about right. Right, so there we go, 23 Newton meters on those. So now the top yoke is secured correctly. So now I'll refit the handlebars and then I'll bring you back. Will I? Yeah. Once I've fitted those, refitted the handlebars and thought about where I'm going to put the electrics. Noticed another boob. I've got my electrics coming across here, and I think there's room for them to go underneath the fork. Oh, sorry, underneath the top yoke and come through, making it tidy. So I've unplugged it back here, because obviously with the throttle and everything, it's a bit of a pain in the arse undoing it up there. And I don't think that whole module, cluster, lump will go through the gap. So anyway, I've undone it from down here. I'm just going to shorten the legs on this, so be prepared for wobbling. Never prepared. Yeah, so I've undone the cable from the two plugs here, and I'm just going to feed it back through like that, and then come under the handlebar. It's easy, one-handed, holding the camera, I think you'll agree, and come back through underneath here. Which perhaps I need to stick it up in the air a little bit. Oh no, it should. I was just wondering whether the lock cluster will crush the wires. I'll pinch it up there. Pinch it up there on the handlebar, and then what? And bring it through. It'll be down there, and that will strap around there. So then it needs to go back round the nose cone frame. and back to the plugs there. So then it's just how much is it pulling? That's plugged in. It should be all right, he said, not believing his own words. Anyway, what? Just completely lose the train of thought. Let's throw some cable ties around that and clip it up. We've got the factory owned one there connected to the nose cone frame, which pulls all the cables in nice and tight, nice and tidy. As I say, I'll put a cable tie around there to hold it there, and then test full sweep of the handlebars. So hang on a minute. So cable tie around there. Like that, and then this group of wires is held in place, as I say, by the factory clip there, like that. The under cluster might be the undoing of this plan, because I'm sure that's the bolt hole for it. Oh no, should be alright. Now let's just try left and right. It's just no for lights or anything. Oh dear. I'll have to hold on to you. How tight is that? Bring that back just ever so slightly. Yeah, I think that works. I think actually I might pin that to... Will I pin that to there? I think that works. So just plug it back in over here.